Once again, I'm back. It's the Uncle, and welcome to another episode of Two Bars, the Uncle Brisson Review Show, the best hip-hop show on the freaking planet, in my opinion, if I may say so myself. But listen, this show's been buzzing all week. Even though it's short, I definitely got to tell y'all what I thought about my man Pusha T, the Daytona John, of course, with him and the diss in between Drake and, the history that goes behind that. I'll touch a little bit on that, but of course, I'm definitely going to talk about each track and break the John down for y'all, so stay tuned for that. Also, my man from Detroit, I've been giving this John some spins, y'all. Don't front on my man Big Gov. Evidently, a lot's been going on with him. Betrayal. I definitely got to tell y'all what I think about that John, but in like fashion, my pickups this week. And I didn't want to give y'all a half behind freaking review, so that's why I didn't review this John, but I did grab it and I'm getting some enjoyment out of it. And I'm talking about Testing by A$AP Rocky. We've been waiting a long time for my man to come out, so he finally came out. And the way that John begins, that Distorted Records John, that John is dope. The production is dope. You always got to follow him, figure out what he's saying. My man A$AP is real savvy with his wordplay, and he got a nice style, kind of reminiscent of that, back in the day, the Bone Thugs and Harmony type of feel. The A$AP Forever John featuring T.I., Moby, and Cudi, that John is dope. The Tony Tone John is dope. And also that track that he got with Frank Ocean at the end, that Purity John, that John is dope. So I'm getting some enjoyment out of it. I didn't really dig in it, so I ain't want to, get y'all no BS review. So, but I am liking what I hear so far. And of course, this boy Toby Nwigwe, this boy from Texas, he been making some waves. He always got something to say. He bars out crazy. He got an EP out called The Originals, and this boy talks everything from streets to corporate America. That's what I like about him. So, I've been digging into that, and this boy don't sleep. I got Audio Push, the Milan's Joan. Every time they come out, I definitely gotta listen to them. They make some good music, and they're underrated. The Jet Life rep, Young Roddy, he's back with the Uncommon little mixtape or album. Matter of fact, I think that's an EP. Yeah, little EP, John. And also my man Tayyib Ali. This boy don't get no credit, but he been making waves for a few years now. He's from Philly. I gotta inculcate somebody from my city. Y'all know that. If you don't, then hey, whatever. I could care less. But in any case, my man is back with this underrated mixtapes, album, whatever you want to call it. I've been digging up on that joint, getting some enjoyment out of that. Not again.
Shit, come check these beans.
Okay. I see that. They just don't want me to do what I'm supposed to do. I'll be back, y'all. I got something I got to take care of.
Scoodini. All these rappers trying to force fame. You just a tall order getting shortchanged. I've walked water and I fought flames, talk game, and bought quarters of that soft. Now I'm all about a check, and you ain't with the action, you just all about a threat. I used to love, now I'm all about the neck. Blow a quarter pound till I'm falling down the steps. They lay back chillin', I call them out for wreck. And look me in my eyes, son, I'm all about respect. You show a little hard, I'll probably carve it out your chest. When you talking about capo, you talking about the best. What the herbs say, I've been giving out gift bags or wordplay since like my 13th birthday. I ain't changed, I just leveled up. Ate a little psilocybin, got my mental up. Yup, from born loser to stormtrooper. In the 4-door with the long Ruger. Mean muggin' with the bass bumpin'. This that cat boat, get the place jumpin'. Beast defies Vagoda. This that rocket out the pocket holster. Cock the joint and pull the stocking over. Yeah, I swear it's rarely not tucked beside me. But maybe I'm bluffing though, come and try me. It's a way out of the box, I hope you all find it. But you can't think big if you're small-minded. Can't face reality when it's a fallacy. I don't pray to God, I pray to God comes about to me. King, God is within. Radio Raheem died for y'all sin. The saga continue. Ride for my kin. Arrive just in time for the drama begin. Going with the wind, not the bull for the bull. Too cool for the cool. True. Flick toothpick, twist like a pool stick. Wax on the joints. Like a Q-tip. After I used it, take a swab of the blueprint, beat your face in. I go home, watch Clueless. Act stupid like I don't know what happened. Rolling with the homies to your show, ain't no one rapping. Nah, I keep it peaceful. Used to wanna be a teacher. Lead the leaders, you know we the people. Now all I seem to rap about, we the sneakers. Keynote speaker, people. If you need work, take a number. Lose my number if you need a feature. Leeches, just being facetious. Sheesh, still not sharing my quiches. Try and kick my feet up different beaches. Came a long way from getting high under bleachers. Style so dirty, need bleachers. They should've never let us off the leashes. Cheese, please believe, got cream with the peaches. You still can't reach us. Had to readjust, but I'm back now. I'ma take it from here, you sit back down. You don't even need to pay attention. All I wanna know, can you see the vision? I said rest in peace to way too many brethren. Miss mom so much, almost believe in heaven. For every friend inside a wax bag, these cops trying to turn my homies to a hashtag. Dad, we just trying to chill, smoke some hashtag. Having flashbacks, juice in the trash bag. Had to get from up around that mess. Kept my circle small like I was filling out the test. Can't knock me off my square. I feel that I'm the best. Invested in myself. Spill it till there's nothing left. Yeah.
Hey, once again I'm back. Yeah, I know after that abrupt interruption, sometimes I don't know if the uncle is going to come back or not, but I am here, okay? And listen, sometimes bulls that come out, they be working hard for so long, you know what I'm saying? They don't never get the recognition that they deserve. And my man Big Gov has been, laying down the groundwork for a minute, for years actually, from Detroit. He's put out some quality music in the past, and I'm gonna tell you, his last album, No Signs of Weakness, I got a lot of enjoyment out of that joint. He has some really dope concepts on there. He has some dope visuals to go along with it, and he always speaks true to life. You know what I mean? So when I saw that he was releasing this Betrayal joint, and I saw the album cover, the album art with the stabbing in the back and all that, you can see the knife hanging out the joint, the little slices and all of that, I knew that this joint was going to get real personal. So you know what? I'ma hop right in. First off, the album begins with, a little Betrayal intro, alright? Then we hop right into the Betrayal track, alright? Now, setting the tone for this album, I'ma say this real early. Every song on this album definitely fits the title of the album. Sometimes these boys will come out with these crazy titles, just throw these little, throwaways on there, and they give you this body of work that's supposed to mean something. Well, this whole album means what the title says. Betrayal. The pianos at the beginning, the soulful vocals, they get you ready for the story that he's about to tell. The beat is crazy on this joint. Story talks to, disloyalty in his circle, how he's been stabbed in the back, of course, using information that they might know and holding it over his head, siding with the enemies. At the beginning, I'm shaking my head like, wow, okay, all right, I hear you, Big Gov, early. Then we get into Let Me Live. Again, the beat, bananas. He starts with saying how bulls, they try to hold you back. He talks to what he deserves from the hard work that he's putting in. He talks to dudes, faking, but eventually showing their true colors. So, again, we still on this betrayal thing. Dope, all right? Then we get into the ambitions of a true nigga. That track right there, I'm telling you, the production, oh, man. You got to look out for those in your corner. You got to build with them. That's really the ambition that he's talking about. He's spitting, some facts for the youth and not following what everybody else is doing. So third track, I'm in. The production is dope. I'm in. Thank you, Big Gov, so far. Then we get into Think Bigger. At the beginning, he speaks to where his status is now, and as I'm listening, I'm waiting for the beat to drop. And when it does, my head just started nodding crazy on his John. His flow gets a little bit more aggressive. He talks the direction that he's going in now. And, he's going to chase his dreams with or without you. So, come on, Gov. You got it here. Sleep When You Die, it gives you that West Coast feel, that little funk groove. I love that. So basically, Gov he's touching both coasts, on this particular album. This track just speaks to keep pushing, keep doing, don't stop, work hard, go for what you got to go for. Then we get into Blame It On Me. Now I'm gonna tell you, the only issue I have with this particular track is that clap, 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 clap in the production. You know what I'm saying? It's a good track. I did not skip it at all. But, and I get it. You got to reach all types of fans. It's an up-tempo type of track, with the backdrop of, if you want to blame something, you can blame it on Big Gov. You know what I mean? So, trust me, I didn't skip it. But the clap, 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 you know what I'm saying? I get it. I know. We got to get him. We got to get him hyped sometime. Then we get into No Love featuring the talented Pierre Anthony, and I will get into Pierre Anthony a little later in the album, but this track talks to no love from your family, your friends, your so-called family and friends. He talks a little bit about Trump having no love for us out here, and we shouldn't expect anything from him or anybody else. The line about the kid seeing his dad shot when he was taking him to school, like I just love the reality in that. No loyalty, no trust, basically no love. Dope, Gov. Then we got So Much Pain featuring Nay. Nice groove on this track, talks to fighting through all the pain in your life so you get to the pleasures in your life, talks to things being accepted like homosexuality and, not wanting his children to see that glorified like on television and on social media. Also fighting through, like family losses through death and, just fighting through the pain. So I really, really felt that track, true to heart. Gov, good job, bro. Then we got, The Reasons Why. One of my favorite tracks on this album, if not my favorite. It begins with, I know they're not going to like what I'm about to say. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, I know this is straight real. I was intrigued from the gate. He talks, family issues. He talks about being born out of wedlock. And the last verse on this freaking track, so personal in regards to, like, I guess his relationship with some affiliates in the industry and how they turning back on him and they ain't with him no more. You know what I mean? So The Reasons Why gotta be my favorite track on this John Gov. Then we got Stack, Pray, or Stay Out the Way, and Stay Out the Way, rather. That's what we all need to do. Another true to life track, that a lot of these boys need to take heed to. Then we got the Pierre interlude, and then he let this boy Pierre Anthony just finish this album out in such good fashion with this It's So Hard track. It got that little Mary J sample, back with that little hard electric guitar, strong production, such a dope way to end the album. Every song on this album fits the concept of the album. This is a great body of work. I honestly have no issues with this album at all, except for the clap, clap, clap. You know what I'm saying? In the track, like I said, the Blame It On Me, John. But other than that, real playback value. I ran it a few times. The content was real. The art and the music, production. I definitely had to get this John. Man, that's a 4 out of 5 stars, man. Good job, man. I'll be back after these messages.
I said the grind don't stack, cut the bills down. True. I woke up this morning, I said, ain't got time to be all in no feelings, dog. And I'm out here trying to get rich. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. need that money like I mentioned them. Friend, cause these hoes, they be switching up. My homie down for life and ain't no getting up. Gotta keep some money on his books, that nigga slim enough. Man, I'm from Philly where they ride. Play tough, homie, and die. We're only the strongest surviving. It's word to my homie, ride with the Draco in case they slide. I'm fresh about the bed, I'm rushing to the bag. If early bird gets the worm, then who's mowing the grass? I need a mansion, the bears, a whole lot of cash. I need a red Rari, safe house for the stash. Man, I'm out here from the AM to the PM. While these hoes chasing these niggas, I'm like, I don't need them, I just play them, that's my move, stick and move. If you ain't star with me, you can't eat none of this food. Oh, I woke up this morning, I said, ain't got time to be all in no feelings, dawg. And I'm out here trying to get rich. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Go and get that money, what you waiting on? Bills ain't gon' pay themselves, you got to keep them on. If I spend a grand, bet I make it right back. A product of the game, my heart colder than an ice pack. That's the hustler in me, I know they don't like that. They would rather see me down, man, these is hard facts. If I can't get no money with you, I only split this plate up with a small view. I need that Rafe, I need that penthouse with the tall view. I need that re-up flip money for that dog food. If folks hungry, then I'ma feed them. But if you ain't helping yourself, I ain't helping you either. They either riding for your cause, or they in your way. Stop letting these lames you in the J. And stop splurging on the you can't afford to. Cause when you down, watch how everybody curve you. I woke up this morning, I said, ain't got time to be all in no feelings, dawg. Man, I'm out here trying to get rich. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. How they say it, you don't grind and you don't eat. Ain't tryna starve, so I'ma ride till I'm on E. Gotta feed my youngins, I'm they OG. And we ain't going back to broke, that much I guarantee. In the kitchen whipping them pies. 40 hours, I'm on my job. And I know haters praying on my demise, cause I turned 1 into 2, turned 2 into a 5. I'm out to risk it all. I started out with nothing. Back then they didn't call, but now they all on me. Said it was all love, I know it really wasn't. Send them the voicemail. Time is money. Man, I'm out here from the AM to the PM. While these hoes chasing these niggas, I'm like, I don't need them, I just play them, that's my move, stick and move. If you ain't starved with me, you can't eat none of this food. Oh, I woke up this morning, I said, ain't got time to be all in no feelings, dawg. And I'm out here trying to get rich. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle. Hustle, little baby, hustle.
Yeah, yep, I'm back. And listen, this is the third and the last segment of this week's episode of 2 Bars, okay? And the most talked about MC this past week is none other than Pusha T. We know him, lyricist, you know what I'm saying? I mean, him and his brother Malice has destroyed the airwaves in the early 2000s, you know what I mean? The clips. Listen, they came out at an era when hip-hop was still raw and pure, you know what I mean? And throughout the years, you know, Malice has went his separate ways, you know, as far as his Christianity is concerned. And Push has went on his way as, you know, being the drug kingpin of the hip-hop world. Now, we know The Darkest Before Dawn came out a few years ago. I did a review on that. If you did not see it, you're very welcome to go back and watch that, John. Then I was anticipating the King Push John that was supposed to come out a few months after that, but that kind of fell to the back burner. So now we are here and we're zooming down the Daytona, okay? So, you know what? I'm a hot writer. Now, my man Pusha T, okay, we know his content is basically going to be, you know, drug raps. And it took me a little while, a couple of listens. I wasn't wowed at the beginning when I first heard this John. But, you know, as I gave it a couple of spins, because it was only 7, so of course you go through it, then it just whip back around, you get through it again. he begins this track, the album rather, very, very well with "If You Know, You Know." All right, again, he has this thing about him that is just so confident. You know what I mean? His arrogance. He even states, he get dropped whenever he want. Of course, we going to give a listen. The first thing you notice about this track is the beat, and we all know that Kanye did every beat on this particular album. Kanye's a freaking genius. So the production on here, it's so crisp and it's so banging. I ain't even going front. He comes in, spitting his bars, of course, the type of lifestyle that he represents. We know that. He's claiming, he's a pioneer in that certain lifestyle, moving them things or whatever. It feels like Ye just threw this beat on and my man just started vibing out to it and just spit some dopeness over it. So from the beginning, the first track, the dope. You know what I mean? Then we get into the games we play. You know what I'm saying? That John, the beat grabbed you. It kind of switched throughout. Again, my man never lacks bars, showing the difference between real dudes out here in these streets with the real paper and those who, act like they got it. And, you might need to leave that life alone if that ain't you. You feel what I'm saying? Again, my man is just showing the difference between him and y'all. I'm not included in that. You know what I mean? Then we got hard piano. Of course, when you see Rick Ross on the track listing, come on, man. Really? I mean, we already know this joint is going to be crazy. The production, keys, you know what I mean? Up tempo, you can hear Ye all in this beat. My man Push rides the beat smoothly. The chorus talks a little bit, the stash and paper away. Rick, of course, his verse is dope. What he got, that double metaphor, John, where he says it's not the temperature for Timberlands. I said, okay, I hear you, Rick. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little warning for y'all gambling with your life out here in these streets. So 3 tracks in, I'm digging. Then we got Comeback Baby. And I'm going to tell you, this particular track, I wasn't really feeling it, you know what I mean, at the beginning. I did give it a few spins, and it's not a bad track, but it's probably my least favorite track on the joint. I do dig the sample by George Jackson, what I can't do without you, John. But the beat is kind of basic, you know what I mean? My man still with the same content, pushing weight. It's a lot of drug raps on this particular track. Then we get into Santeria. You know what I mean? This beat is just crazy. You know what I mean? Again, the same content. That's my only thing with Push. I just wish that he would give us a little bit more content. Toward the end, the beat switches. He gets a little bit personal at the end of the track, but, we get back on our drug raps. You know what I mean? But I do dig that Santeria track. Santeria. Then we got what would Meek do? When I saw this featuring Kanye, of course, I was intrigued with, with Meek Mill. You know what I mean? Anything surrounding anybody from Philly, I'm definitely going to be on it. I can't front. This freaking beat is dope. The track is dope. And Kanye, when he started going, whoop, scoop, bloop, yeah, I'm like, oh, he about to start acting crazy. But then he started, getting into the bars. I dug that track too. Then, of course, we got to get into this Infrared track. It's only 7 tracks, but this Infrared track, when I heard it, I said, oh man, it's gonna be some problems. And people were saying that he dissed Wayne on this track. First off, the track is dope. The production is dope. The way that he laid it out is dope. It's the best track on the album, in my opinion. And it's not because of this dissing and all that, just because of the full layout of the track. Sonically, it's a dope track. And what my man is saying, to me, it's just truth. You know what I mean? It's not dissing. It's just a truth. I don't think he was dissing Wayne. Y'all could comment below about, your thoughts about that. Yeah, he came at Drake. And, rightfully so, with the rumors that be going around about Drake not, penning his own stuff. I just think that he see what's going on with Baby and the way Wayne is getting treated, you know what I mean, out there doing, walkthroughs and all of that. And he shouldn't have to do that at this point in his career. So that, and I can't say that it's a diss. I love the respect that he shows to Rick Ross, you know, saying that Rick Ross was the first real person to really speak up for it, and he just backing Rick Ross up. And when he dissed him back in the day, everybody, you know what I mean, was saying, oh yeah, like he said, it's like I killed the baby. You know what I mean? But when Rick Ross say something, it's all respect. Infrared, Pusha T, the track is just dope, bro. You know what I mean? Drake, yeah, he said some little things, but you know, the metaphors, that Eazy-E quotable Jones you said on there, you know what I mean? I dig that John. Listen, I'm gonna rate this John. I'm gonna get off of y'all nerves. When it comes to Daytona, I do have some issues. The only issue I really have with this John is that it was short, and I wasn't really feeling the comeback baby. You give me 3 or 4 more tracks, man. And you know, one more thing before I go. Y'all gotta stop saying that everything is a freaking classic, man. It's so much trash out here that y'all say everything is a classic. Not saying that this album ain't good, but I'm hearing classics, and it's a lot of stuff that you know, that goes into albums being a classic. I don't think y'all really know what a classic is, and that ain't no shot. It's just y'all gotta stop. The fans gotta stop saying that stuff is classics. I'm gonna rate this Uncle Brish rating. This Jones get my first cousin. That's a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Shout out to Pusha T. Keep doing what you do, fam.
It was plenty nice, man. We ain't had nothing to eat. I'm talking cup of noodles or maybe some cream of wheat.